Another thing that we can look for from Martin Luther King, or another thing that we can borrow from Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech, is an additional element when we're giving presentations, and that's being dynamic. And here, the principle is this, Mr. Patel.
Your mouth should not be the only thing that moves.
So you want to think about what are those movements that you will build into your presentation. One way to think about this is to remember that the lectern is not a leash. Now here I'm somewhat constrained because I have to be on camera and I was told I can't move much farther than here, but I encourage you, if you're giving a presentation, to walk out a little bit. See if you can greet the audience, particularly in the question and answer period. If someone asks a question, see if you can move out and engage with that particular person. Don't feel like there's an invisible fence around this area that you're going to get zapped if you move out of. If you don't have that freedom, so suppose you're in a position like I am right now where I was told I'm not allowed to move that much, you can still be dynamic. And we can see this from Martin Luther King himself when he's giving his I Have a Dream speech. So he's at a podium. He's not allowed to walk around. He has to just be there and still be captivating. So I want us to focus on three things that he does really, really well. He moves his head really, really well. He moves his arms really, really well. And then there's this subtle movement with his heels. When he gets really, really excited, it feels like he's being lifted by the moment. That is super, super cool. So we'll look at this.
From the mighty mountains of New York, let freedom reign from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania.
See how he moves his head?
Let freedom reign from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom reign from the curvaceous slopes of California.
Again, looking up.
Not
Also,
only that,
rhetorical repetition.
let freedom reign from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom reign from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee.
Also power of the particular.
Let freedom reign from every hill and molehill of
Now he gets his arms going.
From every mountainside.
Right? You build to the
Let
arms.
freedom reign, and when this happens, when we allow freedom reign, when we let it rain from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to feed up that day with all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
So in that small clip, we see all of these things. We see anaphora, rhetorical repetition at the beginning. We see epistrophe, rhetorical repetition at the end. And then we see this dynamic movement.